WMSE's Local Live is supported by Club Garibaldi. Located at 2501 South Superior Street in Bayview. Open 7 days a week, Club Garibaldi serves burgers, hot wings, and more, and features live music weekly. For more information and Club Garibaldi's live music events, visit clubgaribaldi.com.
And thanks to the fine folks over at Club Garibaldi's helping us out. Live from the Bob and Genie Friedman Live Performance Studios, we bring you Social Caterpillar.
Hello, people of the Greater Nothing. We are the Social Caterpillar psychedelic chamber ensemble for the disobedient and melancholic youth. The world is a mess right now. Please take care of each other so we can be well forever.
drones with human faces while holding on to nothing. Everything will disappear. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.
Thank you so much, people of the greater nothing.
All right, you are tuned into WMSE's Local Live. My name is Erin. Flying solo tonight. Cal will be back next week. He's on puppy duty. And I think that sounds like loads of fun, but I am excited to be here with Social Caterpillar tonight. We just played our first set here. You guys sounded awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys are troublemakers. I love it when we get larger groups in here because it always seems kind of like more of a festive atmosphere. Yeah. Okay, so I know a couple of you have been to WMSE before, but do you all mind going around and introducing yourselves to folks on the mic real quick?
Just my first name?
Yeah, sure.
Caitlin. Hi, my name's Caitlin.
Sure, and don't be shy to get close to the mic. And all
I'm
that stuff.
Eli, also known as Laser in this band.
Oh, most people call me K-Rad.
I'm Kyle.
You're not real.
I'm not real.
My name's Eric. I play violin.
Whisper Crystal.
All right. Thank you guys for coming in. At first I thought we might have trumpet tonight too.
Yeah, our trumpet, we have a secret trumpet player. He shows up occasionally with us, but right now he's nowhere to be found. It's not his fault.
That's okay.
We're
It's
just
summer.
not very good at finding things.
Like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
So do you guys incorporate violin and trumpet occasionally? Or is this like a full
Violin's
thing?
with us full time. Has
Full-time.
been since the beginning.
Trumpet we've never played a live show with, but
Okay.
on all the recordings, John Larkin plays trumpet.
That's when he
Gotcha.
shows up.
Yeah.
That's when he appears. We can find him then.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, you guys originally started out as a duo, right?
I mean, yeah, a long time ago, Eric and I played just guitar and violin,
Okay.
and then we slowly started adding people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we played some shows as a three-piece for a bit, and then added K-Rad and Laser 2 years ago this August.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to round out the ensemble.
That's
Technically, we used to have a maraca player. He also disappears a lot.
Yeah.
Those tend to do
He may
that.
be listening. Blackfoot, if you're out there, we miss you.
Well, I got to see you guys live as your full ensemble as you are now, which was great. I meant to start out with something about your name because I know we haven't really had you on as a full ensemble before, so this is maybe the first time our listeners are being introduced to you guys. I was looking up what a social caterpillar is, and
Yeah.
Urban Dictionary had the great
God.
definition.
We did not look that one up.
It's just one who avoids social situations but better than a wallflower.
Oh, yeah, that's
pretty nice.
that's exactly
Yeah,
us.
that's pretty good.
We're definitely
Yeah.
better than a wallflower and the band The Wallflowers too.
Oh, you were just talking about Bob Dylan.
Are you listening, Wallflowers? Oasis, I have it in for you too.
We were talking about Bob Dylan before
yeah.
though, and that's his son.
Oh yeah, sorry.
This is Bob Dylan.
Yeah, we forgot Bob
I've been
Dylan's with
thinking
us.
about you. That goes out to Eric Moore if you're listening.
The wallflowers, yes. Okay. Well, okay. On one of your more recent songs that's not on this forthcoming EP, you've got a song called "We've Got Bad Electricity in Our Heads."
Yes.
I really like that idea. It's about being a hypochondriac and overanalyzing everything. Was that bad electricity like a phrase you heard from someone, or did you come up with that because it describes something you feel perfectly?
We were in my basement, and I was particularly melancholic that day, and it was something that we started talking about when we were working on this song, and then it became the main vocal melody. K-Rad came up with the vocal melody when we had the words for it, and we rolled with it from there. We should say that song has a sort of, that focus is always on the first part of that song, and the song deals with a lot about like sort of depression and bad thoughts and being terrified of your own mind. But the second part of that song, which is the more important part, deals with friendship and how our friends help us deal with that all.
It's not all bad in that one, yeah.
So we always like to emphasize that last part. So
Good.
We love all of our friends.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I can sense that most of your songs do have like this hopeful light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing.
More recently, yes.
Yeah.
Not in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was not having a good time a couple of years ago, so things are looking up.
Yeah. A newspaper said we sing songs of darkness and hope. So
Hey, there
the
you
hope's
go.
in there.
Yeah.
Balance is good. I want to point out too, I didn't realize that your name is an acronym.
Acronyms are one of our talents. All of our names are acronyms.
Oh yeah. I mean, I read too, it's probably the same article. It said it was inspired by the Wu-Tang Clan.
Capadonna he taught me a lot about acronyms. Capadonna stands for Consider All Poor People Acceptable, Don't Oppress Nor Neglect Anyone, and I was really moved by that. So I started turning everything into acronyms.
Okay, so what does Social Caterpillar stand for?
Striving onward collectively and illegally against the law, cosmic art terminates every relation of power instantly, limitless love amongst rebellion.
Man, that's impressive that you can just spit that out like that.
Well, we made a sticker that, says it all just in case people need a reference.
Okay, longest sticker in the world.
Yeah.
You can't put that on your bike.
No.
Or most cars.
Several times.
It's like a wraparound.
It's bigger than the car. You put the car on the bumper sticker.
We just broke new ground.
I think you just invented something. TM. So you guys, I have to say, how did you agree on this acronym? Did you all sit down collectively? Was it decided upon by one person?
I was washing dishes at a horrible restaurant that will remain unnamed, and was bored out of my mind and was thinking of an acronym for it, and then sent a text to everyone.
Okay. Unanimous agreement.
Shout out to all the dishwashers out there, too.
Yeah, this is all part of the free-range dishwasher movement.
It is a thankless job.
Yeah.
It is. Trust me.
Yeah.
I've seen it. So, I mentioned you started out as a duo and that you grew to a quintet. Would you ever consider building upon your current lineup, like more permanently? I know you have floating musicians. Are there any instruments out there that you really want to add?
Possibly a children's choir.
We did have a choir once.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really talked about adding extra instrumentation except for on recordings when we have a little bit more freedom to mess with it. We add a lot of our friends onto the recordings that do things that we can't normally pull off live.
You recently did that. I think you did like a call out on Facebook for a choir.
Oh, yeah.
That was, we released a split with Snag last winter, and 30 of our friends showed up.
That's good.
Yeah,
How long did it take you to get these folks
it
all
was
set to sing?
I think we told people like a couple days in advance.
Yeah.
And then we were like, now is the time. Now is the time to come here to sing with us.
Okay.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they nailed it, too. They did a
Yeah.
good job.
Everyone did wonderfully.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It's like not a fun one. Sometimes you have to direct people, and
Eric
it's
was-
better.
Eric was our
Yeah,
director.
Eric is a music director.
Eric's a
Oh.
music teacher.
Oh.
Both Laser and Eric have taken conducting classes.
That's amazing. So you guys are pros.
Working on it.
Yeah. Okay, so when I first listened to your music, the biggest thing that I came away with, and I know you might not care for this reference, but it's Elliott Smith, the vocals. Also, Godspeed is a big thing. Also, Nirvana is a big thing, which is way cool.
Long live Kurt.
Indeed. So, do any of these bands or any other musicians really influence your own style and sound?
Those are all really good references.
All three of those are good.
We were all, you can't see us, but we're all really stoked about those. So thanks.
I love Elliott Smith. It's my only tattoo. I got a stick and poke.
It looks really good. It looks really good. All tattoos should be modeled off of this.
Yeah, so stick and poke.
Awesome.
Just imagine the best looking tattoo ever.
This is I regret now, I turned the lights down in the studio because I couldn't see it really, really well. But, yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people out there that really feel a connection with Elliott Smith.
Yes, I'm one of them.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Elliott Smith's a great songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
And did it in a scene of all loud music, too, which is a little shocking. And sometimes I felt like we were going to deal with some of those similar things when we started, but we also got lucky.
Yeah.
Who are some like-minded? I mean, you do align yourselves with some louder bands, but are there any like-minded bands in the city that you really feel are
that are similar sound-wise?
Yeah.
I feel like Eli's other band, Cairns, is kind of in a similar wavelength. They're probably the one that comes to mind that is the closest, in my opinion. I think of we're still different, but it's kind of in the same ballpark.
Yeah, and you guys use the same sounds. Eli
Mm-hmm.
does a lot of electronic loops and stuff like that.
Laser sounds, yeah.
Laser sounds.
Which are really, is that your nickname, Laser?
Yeah,
it's laser.
With a Z.
Yeah, only corporations spell laser with an S.
That's amazing. I was gonna ask because you guys include a lot of clips into your songs. How do you find these audio clips of people talking? They often sound like they're historical clips, maybe from films. Do you just go diving and find things and save them for later?
Yeah, stuff that we've heard or read. If we've used movie clips before or things. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
We tend to favor philosophers and protest movies.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, since I've seen you play live, the show I saw, you had candles and incense.
Oh yeah, we always have candles.
It's a big part of it.
I have to ask though, with venues, have you ever had any onstage mishaps or concerning?
Almost all the
things?
time, we're a fire hazard. Completely.
We've knocked some stuff over. I think once when we used to play with a sheet, it almost started on fire.
It did start on fire at Bremen once, but it was a small fire. No one was in any danger at all. Everyone was still having a good time.
Yeah.
Somebody kicked a candle at me the other day, and it was on fire on the ground. I didn't realize I was almost catching on fire. But somebody came over and grabbed it for me, so that's good.
Okay. So what do you think, with candles on stage? Does that help you get in your zone, or do you maybe want to create an atmosphere for the audience?
I think it's both.
Yeah, both of those are really helpful.
I hate how lights look, certain types of lights.
Overhead
I hate
lighting.
how it can. So some places are fine for natural, the way that it is lit or whatever, but candles are a softer light, and it helps not feel like you're at work or something, with
Or French fry.
Yeah, the French fry lights.
The French fry stage lights I cannot stand.
Yeah.
Candlelight works really well for the ambience of our music too.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you completely. There's been some pretty rancid looking stage lights. I wish that people just put house lamps on stage.
That's what we practice with, is a room with just a few house lamps and something that we call fire and ice.
All right.
It's a psychedelic purple light.
Oh, lovely.
Quite mesmerizing. You should see it.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. I was going to ask about your recent experience with the Girls Rock Milwaukee camp. You played for the campers.
So
It was amazing.
Oh my gosh, they are so awesome.
I want to know, since I've had experience being part of the camp, what kinds of questions did these young ladies ask you?
Gosh, they had such great questions. They asked us where we found our sound, and they asked just really sweet questions.
Why we weren't wearing shoes.
Yeah, why you weren't wearing shoes. Just how long we've been playing the instruments or something like that.
When we started playing instruments.
How we got started.
Yeah, all those things. It was awesome. They were really cute.
So maybe they can take over for Local Live someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Absolutely.
awesome.
Kids should always be conducting the interviews, any interview. They ask weird questions and things that are just so out there, but they're just curious about everything. So,
And we were lucky enough to go see the performance at the end of camp too.
Yeah.
And
They were so awesome.
they were
it was
so good.
It was
They were great.
tear-worthy. They were so cute and powerful. It was really cool, especially some of the lyrics they came up with.
Yeah.
And their band names were tight. Everything was really awesome.
Oh yeah, what was our favorite band name?
Our Dark Unity and Silent Chaos were cool.
Silent Chaos, yeah.
It's amazing. It's so deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know it reminds you, when you get really stage fright or you're up on stage and you're feeling really self-conscious and you see girls like that or young kids playing and they're just going at it and it just reminds you, oh yeah, just lose your inhibitions and
Yeah, we got to watch them all attack Eric with a bunch of balloons.
Oh, yeah, we had a balloon fight. We always have balloons. Not even a fight, just a balloon play.
That was a lot of fun.
Playing.
We had a good time.
Awesome. So tell me about your upcoming release. You've got, you guys are really fond of doing splits, which I feel like maybe is a good way to get your music out to different audiences. What is it with the Utah Jazz out of Denver, Colorado? Is that correct?
Yeah, Utah Jazz is out of Denver and St. Louis.
Okay.
And we decided this is less of a split and more of a collaboration. So we have these 3 songs that are called Motorcycle 1, 2, and 3. So taking after classical music, we just called it Motorcycle in 3 movements. And Utah Jazz, last summer, we were talking with some of them about having them sort of build interludes between the songs to make it one larger piece of music that's intended to be listened to all the way through without interruption. I've played in bands with some of the members of Utah Jazz in the past.
Cool.
And they're awesome.
Nice.
It was really cool doing this for them. We had never done anything like this. I'd never made a collaborative record, or we had no idea what it was going to sound like.
Did you have to go to them, or did they come to you?
We used
No.
the internet.
Yeah, we used the internet, yeah.
Awesome.
Now, we did all of our songs and sent them over to them, and then they were working on them and sending them back to us.
Cool. And it was a breezy process for the most part.
Yeah, it was pretty
But, you know, recording is always not breezy, but we made it through, and it comes out on Friday. The tapes arrive on Thursday. We're getting them one day before. So.
Oh man, it's down to the wire.
Oh yeah, we barely made this one.
Jeez. So what's your big plan to release this?
We are playing
win a Grammy. We're gonna win a Grammy after this. It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah, we've been nominated twice, but
I meant more in line with a show.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry.
we're playing a show this Friday at a place in River West on Fatney Street called The Dark Room.
Okay.
And we'll have maybe some special people will appear.
Yeah, we are playing with a really good friend of ours that night, a band called High Suffers playing that Laser also plays in, and our BFFs and Snag are playing as well.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right. Well, you guys have 2 more songs. Are these songs that are, already out there for people to grab too?
These next 2 songs are going to be on the full length we're recording when we get home from tour.
Okay. Awesome. Or world premiere.
Yeah.
Grammy.
Exciting. All right. Well, I'm going to let you get back out to the studio. We're going to
Thank you, Erin.
a couple more songs.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys. All right. We'll be back with more music from Social Caterpillar on Local Live in just a moment. Do not go anywhere.
Epictetus, in one of his diatribae, gives his definition of human being. Man is this unique kind of being on the earth who have to take care of nature, animals, everything. Giving us by this means the possibility and the duty of being free. For Epictetus, the epimeleia heotu, which is ontologically linked to human finitude, is the practical form of freedom.
I don't like what I've become. 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 Well, maybe I should cut my hair. Then maybe I could find a job. Then maybe we'll get out of here. Then maybe we could find a job. It's all you ever know now. The window and all the people down below. They won't hear you sing. It's all you ever know now, because you're always right. But everything is never what it seems to me. Like all the glass that built up in between me and you.
This is our last song. It goes out to everyone who has really bad thoughts and is terrified of their own minds, and for all of our friends.
We've got bad electricity in our heads. We've got bad electricity in our heads. We've got bad electricity in our heads. If you watch everyone around, you will find everyone is found. Everyone knows the game. We've got bad electricity in our heads. We've got bad electricity in our heads. If you watch everyone around, you will find everyone is found. Everyone knows the game. With all their whitewashed history, I wash it down with this belief. I scream forward for something worth more than money could be. It walks and talks but never sings. I scream forward for something more. All the flowers and the smiles that will come into bloom, it kills off everything. We think we know everything. All the flowers and the smiles that will come into bloom, it kills off everything. We think we know everything. You remind me of a better place I've been. You remind me of
be well.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. I went a little bit over. I don't have Cal to babysit me and keep an eye on the time. So we're going to do the This Is Your Song segment and Social Caterpillar. What did you guys pick?
We picked a song called God Bless the Dead Burrians by a band called Silver Mount Zion. And we decided to play this song. The song is good for us for two reasons. It sort of juxtaposes this sort of notion of protest and resistance in North America with this notion of sadness and loss and the loss of a lot of friends. It's a really powerful song that deals with several themes that we deal with in our own music.
All right. So let's play this song. We're going to hear God Bless Our Dead Marines from the album Horses in the Sky from the Silver Mountain Zion Memorial Orchestra and Tra-La-La Band. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. This is your song picked by Social Caterpillar.
I hope you don't mind that I put down in a word. They put angels in the electric chair, the electric chair, the electric chair. Straight up angels in the electric chair, the electric chair, the electric chair. They put angels in the electric chair, the electric chair, the electric chair. Straight up angels in the electric chair, the electric chair, the electric chair. And no one knew or no one cared, but burning stars lit up their hair, and burning stars lit up their hair, and crawled to heaven on golden stairs. And oh, how we to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. Oh, how we to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. Oh, how we to and fro, to and fro, to and fro, watch this day. Oh, how we to and fro, to and fro, to and fro, watch this day. This is our 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 watch this day. We are your sweet mistake.
I know it's sacrilegious to do something like this, but I have to end the segment at some point, so we're going to let it ride here. And Social Caterpillar, can you guys tell everybody where to find your music and your next upcoming show, and also where people can find you on the internet?
We have a really cute Instagram, Social Caterpillar MKE. We post lots of really great pictures of dogs and ourselves. We also have a band camp. And you can just search it. Yeah, we're on Spotify. We have a Facebook, but we're not very good at that. Instagram's a lot more fun.
Yes.
You can download all of our music for free.
Mm-hmm. And then our tape release show, the songs that we played in our first segment, we have the collaboration tape that's coming out on Friday, and that is going to be at a house in River West, like we said earlier, called The Dark Room, and we'll be playing those songs and other ones there, and you can grab the tape.
All right. Well, cool. Congratulations, you guys. That sounds good.
Yeah, we did it.
Clap for that.
Ready?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody else can see, but our hands are in the middle.
Our hands are all touching, and we're going to say friendship on 3.
You want to say it with us? Okay, you can say it with us. So 1, 2, 3. Friendship!
Thank you so much, guys.
It was really cute, I promise.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, I've got to let the listeners know it is just a few minutes past 7 o'clock. They're tuned into 91.7 FM WMSE Milwaukee. We just want to thank you for tuning in to tonight's edition of Local Live on WMSE. It's a production of WMSE Radio, recorded and broadcast live from the Bob and Genie Friedman Live Performance Studio on the downtown campus of the Milwaukee School of Engineering. Local Live is produced by me and Cal and engineered by Billy Cicerelli, all video done by Moleskin Productions. Hospitality for Local Live artists tonight provided by Cedar Teeth Pizza, who can be found online at cedarteeth.com, Anodyne Coffee, who can be found online at anodynecoffee.com, and by Sprecher Brewing Company. More info at sprecherbrewery.com. For upcoming guests and archives of past Local Live performances, visit WMSE.org. Tune in again next Tuesday at 6 for another edition of Local Live with Milwaukee's own collections of colonies of bees who have been through many, many iterations. Now they're Milwaukee by Madison Band, and they have an added vocalist. So we're going to come off the heels of their release, which is coming out on polyvinyl. It's called Hawaii, coming up this Friday. Really excited to have those guys on. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned, because Midnight Radio is up next.
Tonight's edition of Local Live